So what's a nervine? Or nervine is another way that sometimes people say it. And technically, according to some definitions, a nervine would be anything that affects the nervous system in any way. And so by that definition, caffeine would be a nervine because it's stimulating to the nervous system. Opioids and opium poppy would be nervines because they're strongly sedating to the nervous system. But that's not how I'm using the term today, and it's not how a lot of my colleagues tend to use the term. So when I use the term nervine, what I'm really referring to are restorative nervines or tropho-restorative nervines, and sometimes they're also referred to as amphoterics. And so the terms tropho-restorative, amphoteric, those are referring to herbs or substances that are basically bringing things into balance and like nourishing, restoring vitality, and having this sort of modulating effect on whatever body system or action we're talking about. And at the moment, we're talking about the nervous system.
So we're here in Eugene, Oregon, and it is late winter, really early spring here for us, which is one of my favorite times because all the plants start to come back to life. And so we're just doing a little tour of some of the things that have come up to visit this time of year. And in this little spot here, actually, I have like a salad's worth of food, which is exciting. So I'm going to show a couple of plants. This is the dandelion, which most people know. This is one of my favorite plants because it's a food and a medicine, and you can use every part of this plant. So I like to save my dandelions. I don't weed them out. I weed them out when I'm ready to make some medicine, and then I use the root in my juice even, and the leaves too. And what's right next to it is chickweed, and chickweed is really happy here in the Northwest. Again, an amazing salad herb. I make pesto with chickweed. It's one of my favorite gentle lymphatic remedies, so I do tincture this one as well. Chickweed is not quite as effective dry. If you dry it, you want to use it right away, but I tend to use it fresh. And when we have a big crop, I'll make pesto and then freeze the pesto, which is a great way to have access to your fresh chickweed all year round.
So with lobelia, focus on that one plant when you're harvesting it, and do go ahead and wear gloves unless you have, some reason to think that you can do otherwise. And if you can, make sure that you clean any of your processing tools and harvesting tools 2 times after working with a low-dose plant like lobelia, because we really want to make sure that we don't cross-contaminate, say, our borage harvest with lobelia on our clippers or something. Because lobelia being a very strong low-dose plant, it only takes a little bit to make a batch of some other kind of medicine have some lobelia-like effects. And with lobelia, we want to be very sure that we're only using it in the instances which it's called for.
And when we get stuck in certain kinds of emotional patterns or thought patterns or kind of spiritual emotional thought patterns, that can get in the way of our ability to get better. So for instance, I see a lot of patients who are wonderful, giving, caring people, and they're really good at doing that for everyone else but themselves. And they feel selfish if they do anything for themselves. So this can be any kind of self-care, including breakfast. Okay, so this is about flower essences and breakfast. Or making dietary changes that they need to make because the dietary changes they need to make might be difficult for their families, might be difficult for their coworkers to understand, like somebody who has celiac disease, where any amount of gluten literally shortens their lives. Like, this is not an exaggeration. It's not just they don't feel well.
Hey everyone, this is Mason with HerbRally. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe if you haven't already. So each month we're going to be releasing a video just like this one where we show you about 1 to 2 minute clips of the classes from our membership site called HerbRally Schoolhouse. For more information on that, go to herbrally.com/schoolhouse. And basically there we release new content each week to our members, new exclusive content to our members each week, and it's only $10 a month. We also have an annual option where you could pay $100 at one time, and that'll get you essentially 2 free months. You could cancel at any time. So yeah, if you're enjoying these classes, you want to get the full context, you want to get the full class, go to herbrally.com/schoolhouse. We'd love to have you as a member. So thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Take care. If you want more great herbal content, you could watch this video right here, or even this one right here. Good.